Celestial blessings, and this is Helen Demetriou, and today I'm going to show you how I make protective incense, which I burn on charcoals, and I either leave it where I'm working, near where I'm working, or I take it around the house and I do a cleansing of the house or wherever I am, or a person. So here is my my mortar and pestle. It's made out of olive tree. I really like it. I got it from Rhodes, which is a Greek island in Greece. And I use it because it means peace. It's symbolic and significant to me. Now, I have here an olive branch with some olive leaves, a bay leaf, some frankincense, some mastic resin, some eucalyptus that I got from the Macronisos, the cemetery in Ayia, a little piece of cinnamon bark, and some sage. This is sage I do myself. I make my own bundles. And I have here, I'll just show you, the charcoal, self-lighting charcoal. The thing is, you know, I've noticed that when I've looked at a lot of sites, they're quite expensive, but over here they're only 22 cents, and the reason for that is because they use it a lot in Cyprus and in Greece to cleanse their houses and to cleanse any evil. So I'm going to take the bay leaf and put it into the mortar and pestle. I'm going to take a little piece of the eucalyptus. Now, I don't like to make them in bulk. The reason I don't like making them in bulk is because I feel that they're more fresh when you make them there and then. I also don't like to grind up my herbs into a powder because they seem to burn longer when they're not they're not made into a powder form. So I put into some frankincense because the resin helps it to burn longer also. I'm going to put in some of my powdered mastic. You can buy it in the bigger pieces rather than not powder. I'm going to break up my cinnamon, and I'm going to take some sage and put that into there as well. Now, the reason why I'm using these herbs and resins is because all of them are protective. They all have a history of being protective. They're also protective, cleansing, consecrating, and have exorcism qualities and energies. So I'm just going to grind those up. Like I said, I don't like it to be a powder. So as you can see, if you can see in there, I hope you can see, let me just check. Yeah, you can see that it's still kept its form, it's just broken down a little bit. So I'll put those into a bowl, and you can see that they've kept their form, they've just been melded together, their energies are mixing together nicely. And I always like to say a prayer or channel energy into them and ask for the spirits of the plants, the trees, the herbs, the resins to offer their energies to cleansing and consecrating. So I'll put my hands over, and first I call on the Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael, please instill your energies of protection into these herbs and resins and bark, so that when I burn these, they will be protected and cleansed and consecrated. I call on the creatures of these herbs and resins to join together to form protection over this house and over everyone that lives here. So mote it be. Thank you. I then look, form a triangle and see with my third eye and imagine that I'm putting a violet light into the mixture of herbs and resins. And then I either draw a sigil of one of the archangels, like Archangel Michael, or the banishing pentagram. So, here is my incense burner. Now, I can't find my tongs, so what I do is I have an old spoon and dessert fork, and I just hold them in a pincer-like way, light it with lighter. Now, I would advise it not to use matches, because the spirits and the energies, they do not like the sulphur of matches. So if you have a lighter, that's ideal. So as it begins to burn halfway, I put it inside. And I wait for it to burn, to stop sparking. Now when it stops sparking, from afar I like to blow on it so that the coal is hot. You can see that it's red hot. Be careful when you do this, stay far away so you don't get any extra crackles that might jump out and burn you. So that's burning hot. With my spoon, I mix again the mixture and I put it on top of the charcoal, and I give it some of my breath to instill my energies and also to help it to burn and for the smoke to start to rise. I mean, it smells gorgeous. Now another thing that you can do is when you have a cleansing bath, you can use these same herbs. Now I have one of these I can't remember the name now, but they're used when you're making soups or broths or stocks, and you use them to make bouquet garni. Well, you can also use them in your bath. This is another reason why I don't like to make them too small. You just put them in like that, close it up, and you can just pop it into your bath. Even if you don't have something like this, you can use an organza bag, or you can wrap it in cheesecloth, anything that you have that will be able the water to go into the herbs and mix with the water. So all I have to do is I keep adding when it starts to burn out, and I always do it when I'm reading, when I'm studying, if I want to cleanse the house, or if I feel, you know, the energies in the house are getting a little bit negative, I always burn it, and every now and then I give it a little blow, and that helps it to burn nicely. Always have an old spoon so you can just scoop up that's fell to the side, and you just keep putting it on. Be mindful now and then of putting it on. So thank you. I've taught you some of the traditions that we use in the Mediterranean, in Cyprus and Greece, with the olive leaves, and also a mixture of, and also with the mastic, and a mixture of Native American also. So have a great day. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.